Disclaimer time, Touhou belongs to Zoom. Any pictures, videos, or music here belong to their respective owners. So let's get this started. From Pokemon to being environmentally friendly and disturbing hills. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Interesting Touhou Facts, the series in which I talk about facts from Touhou that I find either fun, unusual, or simply interesting. So without further ado, let's begin the Interesting Touhou Facts number 19. Number 5. I want to talk about Kaneko for a bit, as she does things quite differently from other beings in her position. Kaneko is an ambitious woman who treats religion like a business, using whatever means brings her the most profit. And by profit, I mean faith. Some examples of these were in Wild and Horned Hermit in chapter 4, when Kaneko was trying to make a dam so there could be a lake at the bottom of the mountain, which would make the worshippers' trip much easier than going to the top of the mountain, which would in turn give them more faith. Another example was in chapter 19, when it showed us that they created a sky trolley which would allow worshippers a more convenient way to the main shrine at the top of the mountain. Both projects make sense, as you don't want your worshippers to have to deal with a struggle every time they want to pray or whatnot. She has a natural presence that can seem intimidating or suspicious at times, but also reliable. Unusually, for a god, she has little respect for tradition. She demands little formality in her worship and encourages scientific progress. It is somewhat strange for a deity to be knowledgeable and interested about science. Well, I can't recall any gods or whatnot being interested in science, so Kaneko is definitely different. It's probably due to being from the outside world for so long that she sees the value of science, although that's just my speculation. Number 4. You might not have noticed it, but Ikishiki always has a rod with her at all times when shown in official works, or at least all the pictures I've seen anyway. What is this rod, you may ask? It's called the Rod of Remorse. It can be said to be a rod or a piece of wood. Upon writing the charges on this rod, the weight of the rod changes according to the weight of the sins, and the number of times to beat the sinner is also decided, after which Iki proceeds to do the beating. Depending on type of person you are, it sounds like it can be either as harmless as a slap or as painful as being slammed by a mace. This is one of the necessary items for use by Yama for punishment. As explained in Perfect Memento, she carries this rod with her everywhere. In the past, each rod was used for one person and thrown away after its usage was finished. However, for the sake of the environment, it seems that they've been changed to use new material that can be erased and reused. Hey, you gotta do what's right for the environment. Just hope you don't do a lot of stupid shit, or it's going to hurt. A lot. I'm assuming anyway. Number 3. Let's switch it back to Wild and Horned Hermit. So in chapter 6, Reimu and Marissa captured an electric animal and told Sanae about it. She's thinking about what creature this electric animal could be, so she assumes an eel or catfish, since there are creatures from the outside world that she knew that could discharge electricity. Her next guess is pretty damn cool, I won't lie. Well, hello there, Pikachu. Wasn't expecting to see you here. Sanae's guess is straight up awesome, since Pikachu is my man, or mouse to be more accurate. But aside from the humor, I find this quite important since it really reminds you that Sanae was from the outside world from her thoughts of Pikachu. Just in case you were curious, this is what the electric creature looks like. Well, it's definitely no Pikachu, but it's not something you should take lightly. Number 2. Being a Shinigami sounds pretty cool. I mean, you can kill anyone you want by writing their names down in a notebook, and bam, you a dead motherfucker. Oh wait, wrong Shinigami. Or am I? In Scarlet Weather, if you choose Komachi and fight against Patchley in versus mode and win, you get a fun little dialogue for Komachi. A book that kills the person whose name was written on it. That would be a convenient thing to have. I think this is a blatant reference to Death Note, but it doesn't end there. In Phantasmagoria, which would make it the first time the Death Note was referenced, if she beats anyone in battle, this is one of her possible win quotes. Hey, I can see your lifespan, the Shinigami's eye. I can give it to you for half your lifespan if you want. If that ain't a bloody reference, then I don't know what is. But unfortunately, Komachi's just bullshitting here. In Perfect Memento, it's stated that a Shinigami in the Ministry of Right and Wrong, whose specific job is measuring and calculating lifespans. Komachi's job is to ferry the ghost and spirit of the recently deceased, so there's no way she could do that. I won't lie, the idea of Komachi meeting light could have made things quite interesting. Number 1. In my last episode, I talked about medicine. For this fact, it's gonna revolve around the area where she was supposedly born, the Nameless Hill. It's a lot simpler to say, that's for sure. The Nameless Hill is a meadow full of purple and white lilies and on a mountain opposite of the Yokai Mountain. In the past, nameless children were abandoned here to be killed off by the poisons of the lilies, only to be collected later by yokai. Well, bloody fuck. Ain't that morbid for a series about girls shooting magical bullets at each other, getting drunk at parties, and other fun and positive stuff I can't think of at the moment. However, there are other legends that the children were abducted by a mischievous yokai and raised by them. Well, if it's true, then you fuckers are assholes then. Stories have been told that parents who did not want to see their own children die left them here in the hope they can live with the yokai. Shit. Given the circumstances for those kids, I could see why the parents would bring them to this hill, hoping to get another chance at life, even if being a yokai wasn't part of the plan when they were born. It's believed that because of these stories, people don't come here, not even yokai. I can't exactly blame them for not coming here. These stories, while legends, hold the possibility to be true, especially in a world like Gensokyo. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Which facts were your favorite? Did you find it humorous when Sane was thinking about Pikachu? How do you think Death Note would have been if Komachi was like Shinigami? And what are your thoughts on the Nameless Hill? Do you believe in the stories or no? Either way, this is Magi and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.